Hello, and welcome back to this special thank you edition of the podcast. Over Yuletide, I received a few stats from the various platforms where I have the podcast, and I wanted to come on here and say a thank you so much to all of you who have followed me, whether on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube. The largest number of listens were actually on YouTube, with over 3,500 on my Let's Do Yule podcast. So thank you if you listened in on that particular one. It went through the roof. I was really quite surprised. Now, the majority of my listeners who are following me are in the UK. So hello to all of you. But I also have some from the US. So thank you to you for listening in. Also from Ireland. Thank you as well. And last but not least, from Canada. Hello to you as well. And thank you for listening in. Now, if you're from any other country, thank you also. But the stats haven't picked up on enough for me to single out a particular country. So why not say hello on YouTube in the comment section and tell me where you're listening in from? That would be really good to hear from you. Now, I wasn't sure if this podcast would be popular, chatting about different aspects of the craft from a witch and druid point of view. There are a few witchy podcasts out there, but obviously I'm coming from a different angle that tries to encompass it as an umbrella over all the crafts. So if you've been with me for a while, you will know this all came about because more than 2 or 3 of my friends were asking the same questions about the craft, and I kept repeating myself all the time. So it felt easier to just record it from my perspective and hope that it helped somebody or it gave them the answers they were looking for. Being such a small podcast in its infancy and not even a year old as I record this, you have given me the encouragement to keep going. So this coming year, I'm hoping to add more subject matters in a witchy, druidy and pagan way. Now, if you like to just listen in, then stick with Spotify and Apple. But if you like visuals, then YouTube is the place where I can get a bit more creative, but it does take me a day or two longer to edit. The most important thing about my podcast is it's all about how you follow your path. Now, I don't like dogma and I don't like someone dictating to me how something must be done in a particular way because it does this with the energy and it does that with an energy. You have to talk to a goddess this way or a god that way. So I just hope that my podcast will give you ideas on where you can take your path without it being overwhelming. There is so much information out there and it's such a big, all-encompassing path to follow, whether you go down it from Wicca or whether you go down it from Druidry, whether you just want to be a witch, whether you just like the pagan life or you want to follow the Norse pathways. For you need to just find where you're happy, and maybe some of the things that I talk about will help you. Now, each path in each lifetime as an individual is completely different. We come here to learn different lessons. We come here to gain experiences and to challenge ourselves. In many cases, those challenges as well are how we interact with others and what we learn from each other. Now, I am more than happy to go a lot deeper into rituals, connecting with spirit, with animals, and with the energies of the gods and the goddesses. Now, you came here to experience your human journey on your path, so I hope my podcast continues to inspire you. Now, if you're in Leicestershire and you'd like to join me and a few others on small and larger retreats this year, then drop me an email or follow me on Facebook or Instagram for more details as they come on. We're sort of planning them now for later in the year. So, with all this in mind, let's keep walking along the path together, through the woods, across the fields and moors, down to the beach, where we can sit by the fire and chat in a witchy, druidy and pagan way. I'll be back very soon with another pagan podcast. And thank you again. In fact, thank you for all your support, for listening in, for following me, for leaving any nice likes or reviews or ticking little box on YouTube to say I liked it. Just say hello. It's nice to interact with you and hear where you're coming from with your path. Keep following me on all the podcast channels and also on Facebook and Instagram where I can share more. Bright blessings, much love and light. Happy New Year if January is the beginning of your new year or your new cycle, and enjoy the season of winter and I'll see you again very soon. Oh, by the way, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.